Yo, what's going on, man? Today I'll show you how to find your personal perfect sense in Rainbow Six Siege. And I'll be going over both PC and console, so no matter what platform you're on, this video will be useful and helpful and just for you. So first I'll be going over PC since that's what I use, and then we'll be going over to console. So if you're a console player, you can skip on to this timestamp right here. And also here's a cool little Easter egg for you as a reward for clicking on my video. So let's get straight into it. Alright man, so let's get into how you can find your SENS on mouse and keyboard. And by the way, my whole family is sleeping right now, so I cannot speak like too loudly. I have to speak a little quiet, but it's fine. I'm still out here giving you the free sauce. So let's get into how you can find your SENS on mouse and keyboard. So there are two senses in this game, the hip fire sense, so an ADS sense, like when you're just walking here, not aiming in, and the ADS sense. So let's start off with hip fire sense. So to determine your hip fire sense, all you have to do is grab your mouse. We have different sized mouse pads, but you're gonna have to grab your mouse. First of all, you're gonna look at, for example, some certain object. I'm gonna look at this here, this side of the door here, and you're gonna look at this. You're gonna put your mouse all the way as far left as you can here, and then you're gonna swipe as far right as you can. And here it is. As you can see, it's as far right as it can be. And look at where it ended up in, at the exact same spot. So here's again. I'm looking at this here. As far left as I can, as far right as I can. Bam, same spot. So if it was a little less, I would have to increase my sense. And if it went like over, like somewhere here, then I would have to decrease my sense. And do that, increase and decrease as you need to, as long as you can get it fully perfect 360. Full perfect 360 from as far left as you can to as far right as you can. So that's how you determine your hip fire sense. You have to be able to do a full perfect 360 from the left side to the right side of your mouse pad. So find that, and then after you're done with that, so you find those here, and then here's the ADS. And to determine your ADS sense, go here to shooting range, settings, and you have to choose big ball target type, one target, and sprint speed, and hit begin ADS. And all you have to do is follow. Oh, this is way too low, bro. All you have to do is follow the ball. How well are you able to follow? If you're able to follow it naturally, well. If you're like, then you have your good sense. But if you are falling behind, like I'm actually falling a little behind, so I have to increase my sense. So let's go here and increase this a little, and let's see now, is this better? This is a lot better. I'm still actually falling a little bit behind, so what I need to do is increase it again. Always increase 1.x by 2 and 2.5 by 3. That's the same thing, but this is actually 1.5, not 2.5. So, and yeah, this feels a lot better. So I think I should need to increase this speed a little bit more. And here we go, 50, 75. And yeah, this feels good. So this is how you determine your ADS sense. You have to be able to follow the ball perfectly. If you're going a little under like this, for example, then you need to increase it. And if you're going over like this all the time, then you need to decrease it. And that's literally it, bro. Yo, I lost aura with that. Why did I go for that shot? Well, I'm a controller player, so of course I wouldn't hit that, but that's how you find your PC mouse and keyboard sense, just for you. So perfect 360 from left to right, just like so, and then naturally, comfortably follow the ball with these settings here. And that's how you will find your mouse and keyboard perfect Rainbow Six Siege sense. Alright, and now for my fellow controller brothers, I'll show you how to find your perfect sense in Rainbow Six Siege. Your unique perfect sense, tailored for just for you. And to do this, there's actually two senses in Rainbow Six Siege. The hipfire sense, when you're just walking around and not aiming, which is usually a faster sense. And then your aimed in ADS speed sense, which is usually slower because you're ADS and you need to be more precise. So to find out both, first let's start with hipfire sense, and to do that you're just gonna come here, for example, and look at these boxes here. You need to be able to do a perfect there's two things you need to do. You need to do a perfect 360 first. Just without even thinking about it, you just need to do a 360 just like this, without even thinking about it. And so what I want you to do now is go here and just do a 360. And if yours goes, for example, a little over, like continuously it goes over and over and over, then you need to reduce your sensitivity. So this one here, you need to reduce this, and up until you can just do it perfect. So if yours goes over like this, you need to be able to do a perfect like this. So just reduce it until it is a perfect 360. And then if yours is like goes a little short, what goes a little short, not shorts, short. If yours goes a little too short, you can just go here and you need to increase this. So increase it for as long as you are able, without any thinking, do a perfect 360 like this. It doesn't have to be exactly on the same pixel, but you know what I mean, like a pretty perfect like this. And the next thing you need to do, because that just shows, I found myself that a lot of people say you need to be able to do a 180, which I am gonna tell you now. You need to be able to do 180 in case, like in game, there's someone behind you. You need to be able to cut like turn quickly. Perfect 180 to the enemy, right, like this. But this one, this is useful, but what I found in my experience, will tell your personal muscle memory. Preferable sense is if you are able to do a perfect 360 like this. So find a sense that you can do a 360 with without thinking about it, and that's gonna be your hipfire sense. And then for the ADS sense, you're gonna go here and copy these settings: big ball, 1 target, and sprint speed, and then begin. And you need to be able to track this. Yo, this is way too low, but what the heck, track this without any problem, like so. And if you are falling, for example, a little too short like this, then you need to increase your sense, so you will find it right here. Right here. So you need to increase your sense, and always when you are increasing and decreasing, 1.x, you increase and decrease it by 2, and 2.5 by 3, because this is actually a 1.5 and a 2.5, so it's 1.5 times larger. So whatever number you have here, put it 1.5 times here, and that's going to be the same sense. So increase and decrease these by 2 and these by 3 at a time. And then you're just gonna, if you're falling a little too short, you need to increase your sense. And if you are going like too high, like this, then you need to decrease your sense if you're moving too fast here and you can't keep it up on the ball. So find the perfect sense that you are gonna know how to keep it on the ball like this. Just like this. And that's how you are, that's how you are gonna be able to find your sense in Rainbow Six Siege on controller. So, and always one tip for you, always, you need to prioritize comfortability over perfection. Whatever you find most comfortable. So when you are comfortably able to do a 360 like this, do that. And whatever ADS speed sense you find most comfortable, most comfortably you will able to follow the ball. Choose that, and also you can go and shoot some dummies if you want, right here. And this is also gonna be able to give you your sense. You can also try like flicks, for example, like this. Yeah, flicks are a good way to determine your sense also. So you need to be able to, if you're able to flick accurately, then that means your sense is correct. And for example, like mine is, I'm able to do it pretty accurately. And yes, I have been using this Sims for a while, so obviously I'm gonna be like accurate with it. But you can just practice here. And also our recoil is a good, like a very important thing. So what I want you to do then for the recoil part, because that's also part of the sense, is go here. This is gonna control recoil. So for example, here I have R4C with these attachments: flash hider and horizontal grip, not vertical grip, but horizontal grip, because I have aura. And then you will need to be able to control your recoil very well. So for example, I'm gonna purposely do bad recoil now. So for example, if you are going under like this, or not that dramatically, but if you're going under like this, if you are going down, if your scope is going down while you are controlling recoil, then you need to decrease this because it's too high. But if your recoil is going through the roof, like if you find it hard to control recoil, then you need to increase your vertical sense. So increase it if you find it hard to control recoil, until you find your perfect sense like this. So you're able to control recoil very well, like this. Mine doesn't go up much at all, like just like that. And that's literally it, man. That's how you control recoil and find your perfect sense in Rainbow Six Siege. Your custom perfect sense. It's all like very personal, like how you're able to do the 360 and follow the ball. It's all like very like specific to you. Like you shouldn't try to copy other people because it's really personal preference. Like there is no good sense, like the best sense. I personally use the fast sense, but fast sense has its pros and cons, and so does slow sense and medium sense. None of them are like better than one, because one person is good at fast sense like I am, and one person is good at slow sense, and they are just as good at the game at the end of the day. They both are very good at their sense. So just master your sense, find your sense, master your sense, and you will get better. So thanks for watching, bro. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. And yeah, that's how you find your perfect sense in Rainbow Six Siege. Alright, man, I'll see you in the next video. God bless.